Hunter Biden is reportedly spending thousands of dollars a month to live in a Malibu mansion.
And according to ABC News, it's estimated that Secret Service is paying $30,000 a month in order to protect him. According to a rental website, Hunter Biden's home costs $20,000 a month. And for the past year, his taxpayer-funded protection has paid even more in order to be as close to the president's son as possible.
CBS News senior investigative correspondent Catherine Herridge joins us now for more on this story. Catherine, what is the Secret Service saying about this? And is this at all typical for a president's son?
Well, you know, covering Washington, that this is obviously an eye-popping location. But when you look at the history with the Secret Service of other presidential families, you'll see that significant amounts of money, 6 or 7 figures, is spent to protect them. So think about the Trumps as well as the Obamas. The Secret Service put out a very short, if not sort of curt statement today on the topic. And they said, due to the need to maintain operational security, the U.S. Secret Service does not comment on the means, methods, or resources to conduct our protective operations.
So with that in mind, though, Catherine, why are some Republicans in the Senate seeking Secret Service records on Hunter Biden?
Well, Republican Senators Ron Johnson and Chuck Grassley for a couple of years now have been seeking the travel records related to Hunter Biden and his Secret Service protection as they look into Hunter Biden's finances and that of members of the Biden family. What they're trying to do here is look at the travel records with his father, then Vice President Biden, and see how that can be cross-referenced or intersected with some of the financial records they're looking at to understand whether there was an effort to get these high-value contracts because it was a way to have access or influence. And what the senators have said is that the Secret Service has provided heavily redacted, so blacked out records, and they maintain that records from 2010, 2011, and 2013 have not been provided by the Secret Service at all. So they see that as a black hole where they're trying to fill in the blanks.
Catherine, the CBS investigation unit has learned that the Justice Department's probe of Hunter Biden is broader than previously known. What more have you learned?
Well, multiple sources have confirmed to CBS News that this investigation that's being run by the U.S. Attorney in Delaware has 3 buckets, if you will. There are issues of tax, there are issues of money laundering, and then issues of foreign lobbying, and whether any of these laws related to these 3 buckets have been violated. Subsequently, we have learned that 2 former business partners of Hunter Biden, and the timing matters here, they were business partners when Joe Biden was vice president, were called to the grand jury in Delaware to testify at the end of last year. And they were specifically asked questions, according to our sources, about the business dealings with China as well as companies in Eastern Europe. And finally, a witness who has just gone before the grand jury in February is a woman from Arkansas who recently settled this paternity case with Hunter Biden. And the reason that paternity settlement may matter to the U.S. attorney is because there were so many financial disclosures that Hunter Biden made as a result of that case. So that would be the kind of information the U.S. attorney would be interested in to see if it is consistent or it may conflict in some way, Bob.
All right, CBS News senior investigative correspondent Catherine Herridge. Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.